Everton vs Brighton Hove Albion prediction, team news, lineups Premier League. Aiming to extend their winning streak across all tournaments to 3 matches, an in-form Everton host Brighton Hove Albion at Goodison Park in Saturday's Premier League fixture. The Toffees put 3 unanswered goals past Burnley in midweek to progress to the EFL Cup quarter-finals, while Roberto De Zerbi's team failed to hang on to a slender lead in a 1-1 draw with Fulham last weekend. Match preview. Developing a knack for scoring against his former teams this season, Everton defender James Tarkowski, who contributed to his side's win over Brentford in September, could not help but crack a smile as he broke the deadlock against Burnley in Wednesday's EFL Cup battle. The Clarets may have undergone a significant transformation since Sean Dyche handed the reins over to Vincent Kompany, but the ex-Clarets boss taught his old employers a footballing lesson at Goodison, as Amadou Onana and Ashley Young made the victory more emphatic in the second period. An intriguing last 8 tie with Fulham has now been added to Everton's Christmas calendar, and Goodison will be brimming with festive joy should Dyche's side continue along the same road, having now come up trumps in 5 of their last 7 fixtures across all competitions. 3 days before knocking Burnley out of the cup, Everton became the first team in 2023 to prevent West Ham United from scoring in a Premier League home game, as a solitary Dominic Calvert-Lewin effort saw the Toffees rise to 15th in the table with a 5-point chasm separating them from the drop zone. Only Liverpool have managed to breach the Everton backline in the Toffees' last 4 games, and even then Dyche's 10 men gave their Merseyside rivals a good run for their money. And the hosts could now march to 3 successive home wins for the first time since September 2021. The Fulham curse continues to haunt Brighton Hove Albion, who had not won any of their 6 Premier League meetings with the Cottagers prior to last weekend's blustery South Coast clash, where Evan Ferguson once again made the league stand up and take notice with a crisp finish into the bottom corner. However, as the weather worsened, so did the Seagulls' finishing, as Fulham's midfield fulcrum Joao Palhinha picked out the top corner with a stunning second-half strike to rescue a point for Marco Silva's side and leave Brighton still searching for their recipe for success against the Cottagers. Having seen their EFL Cup journey come to a close against Chelsea in round 3, the Europa League contenders have enjoyed a well-earned week without any competitive commitments as De Zerbi seeks to correct an indifferent run of form, which has seen the Seagulls win just one of their last 7 games across all tournaments. 3 draws and 1 defeat from their last 4 Premier League contests has seen Brighton lose ground in the enthralling top 4 race, as the visitors occupy 7th place in the table with 17 points to their name, 6 fewer than Liverpool in the 4th and final Champions League position. No clean sheet in 8 away games also makes for unpleasant reading for Brighton, who were memorably on the wrong end of an astonishing 5-1 annihilation when Everton visited the Amex in May, although the Seagulls had also silenced the Goodison crowd with a 4-1 Merseyside mauling in January. Team news. As has been the case throughout the past several weeks, Everton remain without 3 long-term absentees in Dele Alli groin, Andre Gomez calf and Seamus Coleman knee, the former 2 of whom should not return before the next international break. Coleman is now training fully with the group, but Dyche is understandably loath to rush him back into first-team action, and the former Burnley boss should keep faith with the majority of players who sent his old team packing in midweek. One change in the final third should see Abdoulaye Doucouré recalled in place of Arnaut Danjuma, though, while Nathan Patterson is on standby should Ashley Young's 38-year-old legs require a rest. Brighton's injury situation should remain largely unchanged too, as Yacoub Moder and Julio Enciso remain on the road to recovery from their knee problems, while Danny Welbeck unspecified and Solly Marchni are out with the afflictions they sustained against Ajax in the Europa League. Fullback duo Tariq Lamptey unspecified and Pervis Estupinan Thai were not risked for the meeting with Fulham, and while the latter remains absent for the time being, Lamptey is on course to feature. Billy Gilmore, Joel Veltman and Ansu Fati are among last week's substitutes seeking recalls to the 11. while Ferguson ought to continue up top after becoming the first teenager to net 10 Premier League goals in a calendar year since Wayne Rooney in 2005. Everton possible starting lineup: Pickford, Patterson, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Michalenko, Harrison, Garner, Onana, McNeil, Doucoure, Calvert-Lewin. Brighton Hove Albion possible starting lineup: Steele, Veltman, Dunk, Webster, Milner, Gilmore, Baliba, Faddy, Gross, Mitoma, Ferguson. We say, Everton 1-1 Brighton Hove Albion. Away attackers enjoyed a field day when Everton and Brighton met one another on both occasions last term. But if recent displays are anything to go by, Dyche's tough toffees will prove more than capable of stunting an injury-hit Seagulls attack. 16 goals have flown into the back of the net in the last 3 meetings between these two clubs. But a more low-key affair can be expected on Saturday, where a well-rested Brighton could be restricted to just the 1 point against their informed hosts. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.